Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, like the description said, I'm going to show you guys around the coolest, most extensive 589 single axle build we've done yet. And this thing is absolutely amazing. We've really thought through a bunch of different things with this build, and really, I mean, it's a cool looking hot rod little truck, black and chrome. It's super low, all the horsepower you're ever going to need, and looking good, hauling whatever in the world you want to haul. So without talking too much more, I'm gonna flip the camera around and let's just go over this little truck behind me. Okay, let's go over the details on this single axle. So starting out just on the spec side of this thing, is a 240 wheelbase. It's got a Cummins in it, 565 1850 with a Endurant 18-speed automated transmission. We ordered this with a factory air ride 5-inch drop axle, and then we put a single bag setup on here, get the truck nice and low. 58-inch flat top bunk back there. I would say a sleeper, but you don't really sleep in it anymore. I'll show you guys that. I mean, you can, but it's the GH5 conversion, which we'll talk about all the interior sides of that stuff. But we built this. This truck is leaving and headed to Chase Motorsports Motor Coach Sales in Paducah, Kentucky. So I'm going to link their YouTube channel in the video in the bottom in the description on this. But they'll have this truck here next week, and it is for sale. This is the nicest one we've ever built. As far as all the things we've done to it, this truck's pretty dang awesome. I'm going to start out on the front end and what we've done here. So we've got the buzzard 20-inch bumper on here that's got the radius for a 589. Then we did the 12 gauge stainless grill surround, 7 grill bars in that dude to match the 7 lights we did up top. On these grill surrounds, because they're stainless, the aluminum the colors don't match. Like the luster or the shine is not the same. So we went ahead and had the fender braces chromed and the headlights chromed. And this way, when you're looking at it, the colors and the luster and everything is pretty much exactly the same as the stainless. You also notice on our daytime running lights, we made those amber. They look really good. And then, let's go to the front end here. So on the front end, we did lifetime chrome oilers, lifetime lug nut covers, had the wheels polished out. Breather lights, we did 4 watermelon lights in the front. These are Fred's Chrome Emporium watermelon lights on the whole truck. They're bright, they're glass, they look awesome. I'll flip the lights on here before the end of the video and show you. We did the 12 gauge single hoop mirror brackets. Got our turn signals wired to their running lights, and they're also turn signals. Painted the door handles to match, painted the tanks, painted the breathers, painted the inside of the visor. The visor on this is our Outlaw visor, which is an actual bow tie visor. You can see there. You can see a little bit of the roof cap there in the center where it kicks down, and more traditional look for a visor on a Peterbilt. And then let's see, we got boxes. So we did stainless boxes. These are not the boxes. I'll show you up close here in a second. Those boxes are not your typical 389 box. They're actually made. We have them built specifically for a 589 with different radiuses and stuff to them to match more of what's going on with a 589. Then we got our big cowl panel and 3-inch cabin sleeper panels with the hidden underglow. But you'll notice on our boxes how the edges are rounded on the slip cover there, and the heights are a little bit different than what you have on a 389, so that the getting in and out of the truck is real natural. Put an air tank on top of it, Turned out really good. This is a grass burner truck, so we've got a 7-inch exhaust kit on here. And going back here to the back on the fuel tanks. And going to the back of the sleeper. So back of the sleeper, we did Fred's watermelon lights on it as well. So you'll notice we kind of kept the theme. We've got 7 lights on the back of the sleeper, and just to keep it similar as to what's going on the front of it. And kind of show you these up close here. Did a recessed panel for the lights in there and painted it black to match on a stainless steel. We've got a toolbox, the Iowa Customs toolbox, which is really nice to have. Merit deck plate. And then these are actually set up as a running and a turn signal, which is really nice when you got a trailer. Everybody knows nobody pays attention on the road. Just one more way. Hopefully they'll see you're trying to turn. So I mean, on this truck, which I'll show you again when we flip the lights on, but turn signals are on the mirrors and on the back of the sleeper going. Pretty nice touch. We've been doing that on all the single axles, and we've even been doing it on some of the twin screw trucks as well. So pretty neat deal. Painted the whole chassis base clear. We did a set of shift fenders painted to match, blind mounted, and we build all these brackets to go with the Rayco suspension. And you can see they're pretty stout. I mean, it's saying these fenders don't move whatsoever. And everything's built so you can work on it. Like our crossbar comes over here, bolts into this. Your straight bar that goes all the way through here to your fender on this side goes completely through this upright. So when everything's bolted together, I mean, it's super solid. We really thought this stuff through to try to figure out how to be able to get some fenders blind mounted where you can also still service the truck, anything else you would need to do. And then on the back of the frames, just the shift factory rear brackets. We bobbed the back of the chassis just a little bit. This way we get our center panel back here, and you don't have too much frame sticking out this way. Otherwise, the frame's gonna end about like right there. And it looks a little silly. So we bobbed that, made a new cross member, and put in a 12 gauge, 20-inch center panel with 5 lights. 7-way plug. All our wiring and stuff's in here. It's easy to get to. And then this right here would be your 7-way plug for like a semi truck. Inside it's got a brake controller, everything to go with that plug. And then we've got our B&W Hideaway gooseneck ball right there. So you just flip the little switch here, and you can pull this out, flip it over, and you got your gooseneck ball right there. We painted the door jambs on this dude. Makes it look way cleaner without having that aluminum trim all the way around that door. And then on the back of the breathers, we did the mini watermelon lights. So overall on the outside of this truck, it's a super clean hot rod look. You kind of can't beat black with a little bit of chrome like this one's got. And just super sharp. Drives down the road amazing. In a nutshell, that's the exterior. Now all the really cool stuff is on the inside, which I'm going to show you now. So going to the inside of this dude, we did all black and brown leather on our interior. This thing's got a rocking stereo with Morel speakers everywhere. We've got them in the doors. We did 3-ways on the overhead up here. You've got 3 different amps running everything. And we even got Morel speakers in the back and a Morel sub, which I'll show you in a second. So stereo, you can turn it up. It's loud. It sounds crystal clear. Pretty cool deal. Seats have all been completely redone. We actually reshape the foam in these seats to make them a little more comfortable. So you get a little bit more downward here in the back, kind of where your butt goes, and makes the seat way more comfortable. Kind of change the contour of the back just a little bit, and makes them super nice. And I got the truck running and the doors closed. Basically our dash is pretty much, we've pretty much left that stock. We've left the wood grain in here because it matches the wood grain matches the leather color we chose on this one really well. You got a Curt brake controller right there. Easy to get to, out of the way, doesn't look weird. Kind of like doing it that setup that way. And that Curt brake controller works really good. You can see on the inside we've done everything black and brown. So headliner's black, all our upper console stuff's black. See a little closer here with our Morel speakers and the leather. Turned out really nice. Back of the visor is painted black. And then another really cool feature is Mike and Belinda made us these sleeper boots for all these trucks as we've been doing them. And they're two-tone. So we've got our leather in the center, same stitching as the seats with the edges in black. They just turned out really awesome. Nice little touch to the truck for sure. And then we go back here to the back. So on the driver's side with our console, you've got the Morel 12-inch sub right here. And then you've got 110 outlets on both sides with USB charging ports, 2 cup holders, and your storage right here. Pretty neat deal. Then our overhead console right here, or not, it's not really overhead console, but your left console. We've wrapped this panel in leather. We've got rear AC back here by Vintage Air, and it's a Gen 5 unit hidden under the seat. You got all your controls, and then you've got sleeper lights, door locks, radio controls, alarm, all that stuff from the factory. All that's still there. And then this button right here to the side is to turn on and off your power inverter. I'm gonna widen the camera back out. See the back of the seats. Leather, everything looks super nice in here. And then over on the passenger side of the truck, we've got our other storage compartment, which is also, we've got a storage compartment here, and we've got a fridge right here with your cup holders. So this is pretty neat. You can open this dude up right here, and then you've got storage inside. It locks right back in place. 110 outlets, and then this dude's pretty neat. This is our fridge setup, and you can open this guy up. Plenty of room to store stuff. Keep your sandwiches and drinks cold. And then going back here to the seat setup, so you can actually flip these guys up, and you've got storage underneath. And flip up both here. You can see our HVAC system set up in there, and everything's piped through your factory vents. So when you turn this on, all your controls are right there, and your AC comes right through factory vents. Pretty nice deal. And you can just flip that dude down. You can also flip the seat down this way if you needed more storage, or set something on top of it, and you've got a little bit of room to put stuff right across that little tray right there. Pretty neat deal. Flip this guy back down. You got a little dude there. But we've got a ton of insulation in here and sound deadening. Keep the truck nice and quiet when you're going down the road. We put matching black carpet front to rear in this thing. You've got floor vents down there as well. So overall, this whole setup's super nice. You drive down the road, you feel like you're just in a luxury truck, just a really big one, more or less. One other cool feature on the inside, I've got all the interior dome lights off, and we've got our red lights on. So there's just enough of those when you're driving at night. It gives you a glow, you can see everything you're doing. It doesn't bounce off the windshield to make it hard to see or anything like that. And then we've labeled all our switches so you can clearly know what you're doing. And we also added one little red light underneath the overhead console, which puts a little glow there. So even if you have these dudes turned off, that one stays on, and at night you got a little glow right here, so you can kind of see your cups or whatever you got sitting in that space. Just easy to reference when you're going down the road without having to look real hard. And as promised, I flipped all the lights on here, show you guys this setup. These Fred Chrome Emporium glass watermelon lights are awesome. They're super bright. It's middle of the day and you can see how bright these things are. They look great. I like the darker color amber with them. Also, another thing I didn't mention earlier in the video as far as lighting goes, we did our LED conversion in here with our LED turn signal lights in the factory headlight deal. Those are the Firewire lights. And then, you know, you can see we got our amber going on in our running lights. And then walking around it, our underglow is nice. And then these back of sleeper lights are super cool. I need to flip on the turn signals and show you guys this. Let me go turn the key on real quick, because it's one of my favorite features about this, just trying to do something and think about safety and people knowing what's going on when you're driving down the road. But you can see now, I mean, that's kind of the ticket. You figure you got a trailer sitting out here and a car's coming up, you know, beside you, and you got your turn signal on. If they didn't notice your turn signal on your mirror, hopefully they saw the back of the sleeper going. But these lights are super bright. You can see them plenty good during the day and really well at night. Flip this back off. But the lighting on the backside of this truck looks super good. We were going to add underglow to it. We kind of at the last minute decided not to. We were looking at everything, and honestly, the truck's so clean, kind of classy looking. We didn't feel like underglow did the truck any justice. Sometimes you feel like when you're working on a truck, you're like, you know what, underglow would be cool with it. Other times, maybe not. For this one, we just kind of felt like less is more. But yeah, I love how it turned out. So yeah, there it is, the GH5 single axle 589. You guys tell me, if you had this truck, what do you want to haul with it? Is it a camper? Is it race cars? Is it horses? I don't know, billy goats? A boat? Kind of anything that's fun, race cars? Like everything that goes behind that is a good time. So, you know, like, would probably quickly become your favorite vehicle, because every time you were driving it, you were going somewhere to have a good time. Anyway, GH5, going to Chase Motorsports. There'll be a video coming out on it very soon. I'm putting all their information down below, so go follow them on their YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see even more details on this as me and Tommy take it up to Paducah, Kentucky to deliver it. And man, I just love this thing. I think it turned out awesome. I want to see y'all's comments. I really want to know, like, what do you want to pull with it? And if you had a truck like this, what else could you do to it to make it better for the family and like traveling around and stuff? Like, do we need to add anything else? Hot dog machine, popcorn machine, TVs? I don't know. We could figure out lots of cool stuff to do to these if we needed to. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned. There's gonna be more coming out on this truck, but if you wanna see them, you gotta like, subscribe, follow us on all our social media at SemiCasual Show, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Later.